name is Nath Keo. I am a Middle Eastern dance artist and I am of Cambodian descent living in Canada. I grew up in a refugee camp on the border of Cambodia and Thailand, and we didn't leave the camps to immigrate to Canada until I was 9 years old. So mostly of what I can remember out there was a lot of fighting, a lot of starvation, and a lot of people hurting themselves as well as each other. I basically tell people we grew up on salt and rage and just a bag of dirt and disease, and our hangout was the Red Cross encampment. We had never even heard of such a country as Canada. We were told by all the parents that there is such a country as Cambodia, but we can only see it through a barbed wire fence and watch other birds fly across and see, oh my god, they're going to Cambodia. But the whole idea of different countries didn't really make sense to us at the time. I basically invited myself to go along simply just for reasons of having an excuse to hang out with them, as well as literally practice speaking English, because I was such a loner I didn't talk to anybody. And after the first few classes I decided, hey, this is a lot of fun, and I'm laughing more than I'm crying, so this is a good thing. And I guess the performance aspect really hooked me into it and inspired me to work harder. My parents have a very, if you will, Cambodian way of supporting my projects. If I were to take classes or work at something, they wouldn't lend me $2 for bus fare to go take a class. But if I were able to support myself and continue taking classes or workshops, totally behind me. They don't believe in rewarding you before you have anything completed. But once you complete your idea and complete your vision, and it's opening night for a show that I'm putting on, they would be one of the first few people to attend. They're always the first to buy a ticket to my shows. So that's their form of rewarding me for my work. My journey as a Middle Eastern dancer really started kind of by accident, or I think the path was sort of opened up for me in a sense. I started doing it just for fun for the first year at least, and then more and more opportunities came out for me to perform, and then eventually to teach as a substitute teacher, which really gave me diarrhea. I was so nervous about that, and I did end up teaching quite a few classes, and then eventually through performing various shows, people would ask or would request more and more for me to teach. And I think it's through teaching that really made me decide, hey, I have to learn this and learn this well. It is unusual for men to be belly dancing in this part of the world, for sure. There are quite a few other male dancers, but a lot of times we're kind of like the token male dancer in a show or whatnot, and we get lots of attention, but at the same time it's a lot easier to be criticized for our work because of the attention we get. There are several reasons for doing that. One was the fact that it's been part of my family lineage for quite some time. All the men in my father's family have spent some time as a Buddhist monk in their lifetime, anywhere from 2 weeks to 20 years. And so I thought, if at any point in my lifetime I could find the opportunity to do such a thing, I'd love to spend some time out there as a Buddhist monk, and a considerable amount of time. The other reason for that too is I didn't want to lose perspective of being a student. I had been teaching dance and being an artist, and everything I've been doing has been very much focused on ego, or it instigates your ego in order to perform well, and I figure why not do something that's very much the opposite for a while, and just so you don't lose perspective of that. I consider myself Cambodian Canadian. Part of what I love most about Canada is the fact that we celebrate multiculturalism, not just as a label, but as a country. There's like folk festivals, and there's a lot of different avenues and different opportunities to learn more about different cultures, and it's very well celebrated here in Canada. I have a hard time deciding between Cambodia and Canada which one is my home, partly because I consider both places my home, and I spend a good amount of time in both countries. I think my upbringing and sort of lessons in life, if you will, from childhood, if anything, it's inspired me to work harder, as well as appreciate these little things, or little rewards I like to call them, and work because you believe in it rather than you believe in the outcome.